Greetings, everyone, from Atlanta. The Hawks playing host to an Eastern Conference game here on their home floor. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Look at Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I think they feel confident about this matchup. They had the advantage first time around, and we'll see what adjustments come from the other side.
Yeah, they should expect a more motivated team this time around. Revenge is a very powerful motivator.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Bridges. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Boozer. Rebound by the Hawks. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace, guys.
Thank you, David. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Here's Maxey. The offensive rebound. Deflects the pass. Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Wagner. And Bona with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
He can't get that one.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Ball up top. Over Maxey. Ball with the bucket.
And I love Ball's awareness. When the mid-range J is available, he is more than happy to take it.
Bridges, no one around him. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Claxton. There's the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Here's Bailey. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Atlanta has possession. 3-point lead. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Ball. The teardrop falls in. Ball's got 6.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Bailey. Outside, Maxey. Good defense by Claxton. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Screen by Claxton. Pass to Johnson. That one a little long. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Maxey. Johnson with the rebound. Now Ball. He's got 6. Down low. And the dunk by Rizier.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore. Keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Here's Bailey. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. It's not going to go for him. The 76ers trail by 5. Maxey with it. Picked up by Claxton. Screened by Boozer. To the middle. Here's Bona.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Now, here's Ball. Johnson outside. Rizier in the corner. Back to Johnson. Outside, Ball. This one for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Bailey. 6 points for him. Fires, high post. Out to Bridges. To the inside. Bona. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the 76ers making a change here. The Hawks leading. Young looking it over. There's the pick. Up and in on the layup.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Outside, Maxey. Here's McCain. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. And so he makes both from the line. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been. And he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of him.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Outside, Maxey pulls it from 20. Here's Drummond. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Maxey. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. Mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Neesmith can't get it to go. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Young up top. Pass to Okongwu. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Now, here's Maxey. No one near him. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's McCain. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. A second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams changing it up here. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Young. There's the drive. It's deflected. Here's McCain. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tie game in Atlanta. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Pass to Bailey. Fires from deep. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Man with it. And stolen by Melton. And now the 76ers on the break. Boozer can't get it to go. now Young. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Pass to McCain. Here's Bailey, defended by Mann. Johnson with the rebound.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
A nice shot by Young.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young and close.
Pass to McCain. Kept alive. Bailey. 76ers moving the ball around. For the three. That one doesn't go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here's Young. Now here's Johnson. Back to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Out left of the wing. Here's Claxton. And the shot falls short this time.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Boozer. Plays it up off the glass. Boozer's got his first points of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Back to Young. From the arc. Screen by Claxton. The kick out to Young. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Melton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And the 76ers making a change here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Rizachet. Screen by Claxton. Driving to the basket. Rizachet in the corner. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. Here's Ball. He's got 6. Pass to Rizachet. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Claxton with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Will it go? Another shot.
And guys, it really looks like they've lost a step here in the second quarter. They have been really stagnant offensively. Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Maxey. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Outside, Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
The Hawks trail by 3. Now here's Ball. 8 points for him. Good, nice job down low. Ball's got 10 points.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
Maxey with it. Now guarded by Ball. Back to Maxey. There's the pick. Goes up the baseline. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's the 3. Again, Ball missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Rizachet.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
And he knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second free throw, no good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Fires for 3. Bridges with some nice defense. The 76ers lead. Outside, Maxey. Outside, Boozer. Here's Bona. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Hawks. .152 left in the first half of basketball. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Johnson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
76ers ball.
The 76ers leading by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Bridges. Clock at 6 from the baseline. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Outside ball. It's Young on the wing. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good with the wing jumper. Young outside. Johnson down low. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll return shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Philadelphia leading by 6. Maxey looking it over. To the wing on the left. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. And he drives in.
Well, playing his role to perfection. Using his size to control the glass for his team.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Wagner outside. There's the triple. No good there.
I'd love to see more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Bailey. No good. Good defense by Claxton.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those are things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good on the second free throw. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And here is Ball. 12 points for him. To the paint. Here's Johnson. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Here's Ball. 6 to shoot. Over Maxey. Atlanta again missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Wagner outside. Now Reza Shea. And he comes up with the deuce.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
And that one's good. Bona.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
The Hawks trailed by 5. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Ball with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Ball's got 15.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Bailey. And stolen by Wagner. Inside, Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Bailey. 9 points in the game so far. Aldama with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. Here's Black. Pass to Robinson for the lead. Rebound Andre Drummond. And taken away by Johnson. Back to Black. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 2. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to McCain. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He has 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Hawks trailed by 3. Here's Black. Pass to Nesmith. Six on the shot clock. The Hawks again can't hit.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Drummond with it. Covered by Okongwu. Back to Drummond. Pass to Bailey. It's rebounded by Nesmith. So it's the Hawks now. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Up top, Aldama. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Aldama's size makes attacking from right under the hoop an easy option.
Milton with the ball. Here's Bailey. Banked in off the glass. Bailey's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Black. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now here's Melton. And he can't jam it through. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Bailey. And he jams it with authority.
Wiggins watches the floor and sees a guy with a better look.
Here's Black. Outside Robinson. Okongwu a screen. Here's the teardrop. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a... brutal turnover.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. Outside Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Young outside. From past the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
From the wing, Aldama with the rebound.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Young outside. Shot clock at 5. Trying to get something going. Back to Okongwu. Over Drummond. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Philadelphia leading by 7. And here's Maxey. 8 points for him. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Wiggins outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wiggins has got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Bridges left side. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And here's Young from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
And that one's good, Maxey.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Now, Reza Shea. Drives to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Maxey. Here's Bailey. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. And too long on the shot. The Hawks trail by 7. To the middle. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Ball with it. Plays it up and banks it in.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Here's Bailey. Outside, Maxey. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. Just 2 to shoot. Ball from long range. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Cuts off the pass. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. It's on Nick Claxton. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Rizachet. Now, Claxton. Johnson outside. Drills it from outside.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Bailey. Rebound by Johnson. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. To the paint. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Rizachet with the steal. Young outside. Screen by Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
To tie it up. Boozer with the rebound.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And that one, good. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to Young. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Bailey. And he banks in the layup. Bailey's got 23.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Claxton. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And the Hawks making a change here.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Pass the ball. Boozer with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 9. Bridges outside. Now here's Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the 76ers making a change here. The Hawks trailed by 11. Young outside. Okongwu a screen. And here's Young. With the drive. And again, unable to change momentum here. The 76ers leading by 11. And it's Boozer atop the key. Here's Bailey. To the inside. Bona. Kicks it out to Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the 76ers lead by 14.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
.143 left in the fourth quarter. Young from outside.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
Pass to Bailey. Young with the steal. .30 seconds left in the fourth. To end the run. He lays it in. Here's Maxey. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and in the win, a comfortable win.